Hello, everyone. Welcome to Spoken Word Sunday with Granddaddy G. This is our New Year's edition. I want to wish each and every one of you a happy New Year. And I hope that you have wonderful things come your way in 2019. This is a song I wrote a couple years ago called On New Year's Eve. On New Year's Eve, I arose from a cavern and walked down the street to the village tavern. There I saw my bartender, Paul. He poured me an eggnog, strong and tall. We talked about the good times back in the day. Talked about the places we would work and play. Turns out his family is Spaniard too, from northern New Mexico. Who knew? That gave our talk a nice enhancement, sharing traditions from the land of enchantment. New Year's Eve, time for recollecting, time for reflecting on the year before. New Year's Eve, time for introspecting, time for redirecting, open up the door. New Year's Eve, time for celebrating, time for meditating, spread your wings and soar. New Year's Eve, time for dream believing, time for goal achieving. Once more. In walks my homies from around the block, all of us waiting for 12 o'clock. I bought the drinks and they bought mine. Music's loud, feeling fine. I know got to get home before the ball drops. I don't drink and drive, so I don't worry about the cops. Walk in my room, switch on the TV, 11:45 and the gunshots are lively. You never know when good times will come. Just keep your heart open and have some fun. Yeah, that was a fun night that night. True story. Here's a little after Christmas message to my friends and family called my Christmas card. Let's call it a belated Christmas card. This year I forgot to remember. Actors make no money in December. The funds are low and the debts are high. So Christmas gifts I could not buy. Family and friends, please understand, my gift to you this year is for me to be a good man, to try and help others who are in need. In your name, I will do a good deed. Remember, there's no money, so don't expect much. Perhaps a smile or a gentle touch. A positive word to those also depressed, reminding them that we are all divinely blessed. So if the holidays, like me, find you feeling alone, to you I offer us all this humble poem. Let your heart be filled with love and cheer. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, one and all. This is a poem by the great poet Sylvia Plath. She was born in 1932 in Jamaica Plain, Massachusetts. She's describing the winter scene on New Year's. It's called New Year on Dartmoor. This is newness, every little tawdry, obstacle glass wrapped and peculiar, glinting and clinking in a saint's falsetto. Only you don't know what to make of the sudden slippiness, the blind, white, awful, inaccessible slant. There's no getting up by the words you'll know, no getting up by elephant or wheel or shoe. We have only come to look. You are too new to want the world in a glass hat. Another great poem to read on New Year's is by the wonderful poet Alfred Tennyson. Now, this was written in 1850, and he was English, but there's so much in here that you can translate to today's political climate. It's called Ring Out Wild Bells. He's talking about ringing out the old and ringing in the new. Ring out wild bells to the wild sky, the flying cloud, the frosty light. The year is dying in the night. Ring out wild bells and let him die. Ring out the old, ring in the new. Ring happy bells across the snow. The year is going, let him go. Ring out the false, ring in the true. Ring out the grief that saps the mind. For those that here we see no more. Ring out the feud of rich and poor. Ring in redress to all mankind. Ring out a slowly dying cause and ancient forms of party strife. Ring in the nobler modes of life with sweeter manners, purer laws. Ring out the want, the care, the sin, the faithless coldness of the times. Ring out my mournful rhymes, but ring the fuller minstrel in. Ring out the false pride in place and blood, the civic slander and the spite. Ring in the love of truth and right. Ring in the common love of good. Ring out old shapes of foul disease. Ring out the narrowing lust of gold. Ring out the 1,000 wars of old. Ring in the 1,000 years of peace. Ring in the valiant man and free, the larger heart, the kindlier hand. Ring out the darkness of the land. Ring in the Christ that is to be. Yes, everything that he's talking about there sure is going on today. And of course, we want to ring in Christ. Now, this last one, of course, we're all familiar with on New Year's Eve. It's by Robert Burns, Auld Lang Syne. It's a traditional song that Burns wrote down, Scottish song. And it's very interesting. It's Scottish words that are kind of hard to understand. But Auld Lang Syne loosely translate into old long since. And these are the words. Should auld acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind, should auld acquaintance be forgot and Auld Lang Syne, and of course, for Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll tak a cup of kindness yet, for Auld Lang Syne. And surely ye be your pint stout, and surely I'll be mine, and we'll tak a cup of kindness yet, for Auld Lang Syne, for Auld. We twa hae run about the braes, and powed the gowans fine, but we've wandered mony a weary fit, sin Auld Lang Syne, for Auld. We twa hae paddled in the burn, frae morning sun till dine, but seas between us braid hae roared, sin Auld Lang Syne, for Auld. And there's a hand, my trusty fear, and G's a hand of thine, and we'll talk a right guide Willie Watt, for Auld Lang Syne. All right, thank you so much, everybody. Hope that you enjoy yourself on New Year's Eve. Be careful. Don't drink and drive or text and drive. Enjoy New Year's Day with a fresh outlook for a wonderful, prosperous, and blessed year in 2019.